from Pathways. Eileen's speech is from Pathways, Motivational Strategies. The project description is understanding your communication style. The purpose of this project is to learn about different communication styles and identify your primary style. It's a 5 to 7 speech. Eileen is a world language teacher. I don't know what that is, but it sounds really good. She lives in a world of words. Reading is her way to connect, and writing is her way to record her life and reflect on it. She needs to sharpen her communication skills while working with students, parents, coworkers, and supervisors. Communication styles can influence people's behavior, and understanding them makes us better communicators. Eileen Guan, speech title, Facing the Giant. I give you Eileen Guan.
Recently, I work on pathway project called Communication Styles. I have learned that there are 4 communication styles: direct, supportive, initiating, analytic. Toastmasters and guests, what are your communication styles? Do you know how those communication styles will affect your behaviors? When I'm working on this project, I reflect my interaction with other people, especially one event happened 3 years ago. One day in January, the principal of our high school told me that she switched my classroom. As a Chinese, I say, yes, ma'am, without raising any questions. But next Monday, when I opened the door, I saw a puddle of water on the ground, 2 gigantic trash cans to catch the water from the ceiling, and also the projector was covered with water. I was horrified. I called the janitor. He came, cleaned the room, and promised me they will fix the roof very soon. Later, I learned that my room was assigned to a math teacher, also a coach. I feel I was discriminated against because I was a Chinese teacher. When I share my feelings with my mentor, a Spanish teacher, he encouraged me to speak up. He asked me, do you know there's an idiom called the squeaky wheel gets the oil? I said, yes, but in China, there's another idiom. The loudest duck gets shot. It explains why Chinese, they don't complain because they don't want to get shot. However, this time I decided to be a squeaky wheel. The outcome, the principal didn't reply. So I sent an email to the principal saying that if this room can be used, why don't you give this room to the math teacher? If this room cannot be used, why do you assign this to me? That was the most squeaky moment of my life. But the principal just keep silent. After 2 weeks, I still taught with 2 trash cans in my room, and I can feel the mold from the ceiling. I'm concerned about the health of my students and me. I sent another email to the principal telling her that I couldn't continue to teach in this environment. I copied the email to the president of the teachers union, the department chair, the IB program coordinator, my mentor. I need every ounce of support I can get because I was fighting a giant. Second day, the president of union came to visit my room. I explained to him the situation. And also I talked to my department chair, and she was puzzled why the principal was so stubborn. To her, it is very easy to solve this problem. Just give me another room. There are plenty of room out there. Yet the principal was silent. One day, I had enough. I told my students, let's go to the principal's office. Among my students, there were president and the 3 officers of the student council, as well as the president of IB club. They were there standing by my side. Finally, the principal gave in. She called me to her room, explained to me that the coach needed that room because it is closer to the gym. And she also explained that she wanted to give me a room. I told her I don't mind to share room with another teacher. The second day, we moved to a clean, dry classroom. My students exclaimed, finally, we have a real classroom. That incident, in hindsight, represent my communication styles, which was a direct communication. If I have another chance to do that, I will take a different approach. I will talk to the principal directly, try to understand her point of view, and also I like to walk in her shoes. But after all the effort failed, I won't hesitate to be a squeaky wheel as an individual and a group. Back to you, Mr. Toastmaster.
Full speech, never disappointed.